Welcome to today's episode of the Group Parlay Podcast. As always, Andy Semo, Nick Strom, Kevin Soyan. The boys are elite. We have hit 4 times this month, coming on a back-to-back right now. It's been great. We're hitting our stride with our sports. Kevin in the NBA, me and Strom in NHL have been absolutely dialed in. So I'll let Kev do a recap.
Absolutely. A lot of green on the board right now. So we had the Thunder -3.5. They were a little tight at the end there, actually all game. They ended up winning by 8, so they pulled away at the end when they needed to, covered that. Then we had the Montreal Philly under 6.5. Great hit there by Andy. Again, Andy has this thing going. I keep texting him. Every first period, he's way off pace. And the second period goes great. And then the third period is usually pretty tight, and then ends up hitting. It's happened like almost every bet this month, I feel like, for you.
Yeah.
So that ended at 5. And then Abs money line the late night 3-0. How about that? Nice little shetty. I was drifting off in bed looking at the phone on that one. So a great hit. It was a plus 433. And that's a plus 442 followed by a plus 433 back-to-back days. So 2 in a row. We're 4 and 7 on the month. We're up 10.3 units. Then another unit with the boost if everyone took that boost on our hit on January 6th. So it's looking good. I'm 7-4. Andy's 5-6. Strom's 7-4 as well. The boys are hot.
The boys are hot.
Feels good. It feels good. Every day is a gift when you're
All
hitting the
gas,
bets.
all gas, no break. We're going positive this month.
Oh, we're going big
Yeah,
time.
respective sports. I'm 62% on NBA. Andy's 68% on NHL, and Strom, smaller sample size, but 76% on NHL. Still a good enough sample size for that to be valid.
Mhm.
17 bets on NHL.
It's great. It's going great. So let's get in some picks. Strom, take it away.
I can't avoid the ice at this point. You got to keep riding the hot sport. So I'm going Canadians money line versus the Sharks tonight. I'm really fading the Sharks. They've lost 12 straight games. Some might call it a trap. But the Canadians are on a, the only thing that worries me is the Canadians are on a back-to-back. Last night they lost to Philly in a shootout, and then they had to travel. But again, just fading the Sharks, going to better hockey team right now. Give me the Canadians.
12 in a row is a lot of losses. That is a lot of losses. They're due.
That's a
It's like the
lot.
Pistons. They're
Oh,
going
they
to win
do?
eventually.
But the Pistons really don't. They're like 3-36 or something.
They got absolutely blown out by the Spurs last night.
Some teams they just don't win.
All right. So for my pick, I'm sticking with the ice. I'm going with what's been our best bet all year. Hockey over-unders. I'm going under 6.5 in the Kings-Panthers game. These two teams have terrific goaltending. Terrific. I mean, the Kings unders are 23-13-1, and Florida's unders are 25-15. I mean, these are two elite under teams. In their last 10 games, the Kings have gone 3-7 or 7-3 to the under, and 7-2 in the last 9 to the under for the Panthers. So love the goaltending. I think it's going to be very, very tight. The Kings, they play end to end. Forechecking is great. Blue line defense is awesome. So I really think it's going to be a low scoring affair.
I was scrolling through the NHL games, and this is one I liked, but you beat me to the punch.
Yeah. Yeah. I really like this pick.
10-1, the pod on hockey unders. So I just want to change the whole podcast to that. Just NHL unders.
We are officially the hockey podcast,
I
hockey
kind of
gambling
are. I mean,
podcast.
oh, even overs. Overs were like 15-7. We're killing overs too. So
Yeah, picking and choosing the right games. All right. NBA, I'm taking the over in the Bucks Celtics game, over 242.5 Bucks Celtics. They're in Milwaukee, and 8 of the last 10 in Milwaukee have gone over. They're both over teams. Boston on the roads, 58% on overs, and Milwaukee at home, 68% on overs. Just two of the top teams in the East battling it out. I'm just hoping for points. They should be going at each other. This is a big game for both teams.
Bucks defense fucking sucks.
The Bucks suck.
The Bucks do kind of suck right now. Their defense does suck, especially. So, but they have good scores. So, Dame and Giannis are still going to go off for points. So, it's not super high. Let's get to the 120 range.
All right. So recap our picks. We got under 6.5 in the Kings Panthers game at -138. Strom flirting with the line, the rule with the Canadians at minus 152, and then over 20 or 242.5 at minus 112. In the Celtics Bucks game comes out to plus 441. So we're keeping with that
We
trend
kept it
about
juicy.
430, 440s. Like these are some pretty juicy bets.
Even with the minus 152. I kept mine I kept my line. I didn't move it. So
I will say it was at 150, and then I was going to take the under in the Kraken game, and it was at 5.5. So I'm like, I'm not changing.
Yeah, I looked at that Kraken Capitals game, but you have to move it to 6.5 to be like feel safe, but it was like 170,
Yeah,
minus 170. Wasn't gonna do that. All right. So those are the picks. That's what we got. 3 in a row? Question mark.
let's stay hot.
hasn't been done, right?
Yeah, we did it
No,
once
we did.
We
We
did it
did.
once. Okay.
in December, and we ended up even in
Then we're
December.
due.
So all gas. Come on.
You got to keep it
That's
going. All
that's
right.
insane. That's insane. All right.
All right, let's get it.